Have you started your healing journey and are finding that somehow you feel worse? Like everything that used to work suddenly doesn't? It can feel confusing, disorienting, even scary. And if you're in that place right now, this message is for you. You're not broken. You're not regressing. You're in the middle of growth. And this is the part of progress and change that few talk about. Welcome back to The Reflective Soul, a channel about personal evolution through awareness. Today, we're talking about growth and what almost no one prepares you for. Why healing and becoming more authentic can feel like you're falling apart, and why this phase matters so much. For many people, this phase shows up as feeling exposed. Many lose motivation and question their direction. Almost everyone will feel ungrounded, like they're caught between two unseen places and wondering whether they're making a mistake by changing at all. And because this doesn't always look like progress on the surface, many people often assume something has gone wrong. But from a psychological and neurological perspective, something very specific is happening. When you start healing and living more authentically, you don't just change behaviors. You begin to loosen old identity patterns. The habits, beliefs, and coping strategies that once helped you survive. The brain doesn't evaluate those patterns based on health, it evaluates them based on predictability. And predictability feels safe. So, when those patterns begin to dissolve before new ones are fully formed, the brain reads that gap as instability, not growth. This is the liminal phase, the space between who you were and who you're becoming. And biologically, uncertainty registers as threat. You may be wondering why this feels so intense in the body. Well, your nervous system is designed to keep you alive, not to help you evolve quickly. It relies on predictability, so when your sense of self, routines, relationships, or inner rules shift, your nervous system may respond with anxiety, fatigue, emotional sensitivity, or a sense of urgency to fix things by going back to what was familiar. However, these feelings don't mean healing is harming you. It means your body is asking, what are the new rules? Who am I supposed to be now? And while these questions can make it feel like your life is unraveling, what's actually happening is a reorganization. During this reorganization, many people experience what I call the identity gap. The gap isn't a bad thing. It is a natural part of the process of becoming. Growth is what creates the space between who you were and who you're becoming. You are no longer a seedling, but you aren't yet the flower in bloom or the tall oak tree. And inside that gap, old identities no longer fit. New identities haven't stabilized. Confidence can drop, and doubt can spike. This is when many people turn back. It's easy to mistake these uncomfortable feelings as signs that you're moving in the wrong direction. But these uncomfortable feelings aren't a result of being on the wrong path. It's a result of being on a new path. But because no one told you about this phase, you may want to stop moving forward. However, if you turn back, you'll never find out what's on the other side. So, while I want to reassure you to keep going, I also want to say you don't need to push harder or reinvent everything at once. If you're feeling overwhelmed, focus on stabilizing, not optimizing. And here are 4 things that can help. First, reduce pressure. The only thing you need to know right now is that you are evolving into a more authentic version of yourself. Trust that clarity will come with integration. Second, keep routines simple. Predictable meals, sleep, movement, and quiet time give your nervous system something steady to hold on to during this process of evolution. Third, don't overinterpret your feelings. Feelings are not facts. They're just feelings. They're like a barometer. And like a barometer, which measures atmospheric pressure and helps predict short-term changes in weather, your feelings indicate if pressure is rising or falling, and provide insights into upcoming emotional weather changes. What I'm trying to say is that feeling lost doesn't mean you're lost. It means your old map no longer works, and it indicates conditions are changing. Fourth, resist the urge to go backward just to feel comfortable. This is often referred to as the comfort zone, and while it sounds good, it doesn't provide room for growth. And if something isn't growing, it's stagnating and eventually dying. Another way to look at the comfort zone is it's just the devil you know. Comfort isn't always alignment. Sometimes it's just familiarity. So here's the reframe I wish more people heard. You are not falling apart. You're falling out of an old identity that no longer fits. And that can feel like grief, because in a way it is. But grief doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. It means something meaningful is ending. You're letting go of who you used to be. You're grieving the death of an outdated version of yourself. And that's okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay to grieve. And it's okay to celebrate where you're going and who you're becoming. If you're in this phase right now, and this video is describing your current experience, I want to say this clearly. Please don't quit just because the middle feels dark. The tunnel only makes sense once you've walked through it and emerge into the light on the other side. What you're feeling isn't failure to grow, it's evidence that your growth is actually happening. And while this phase feels unstructured, it's laying the groundwork for the self that's more honest, more regulated, and more aligned than the one you're leaving behind. Healing doesn't always look like peace at first. Sometimes it looks like disorientation before it feels like freedom. If this gave you some language for something you've lived or are currently living, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. And if you'd like to keep exploring awareness, nervous system understanding, and what it means to become more authentic over time, you're very welcome here. I'd love it if you subscribed to keep learning practical ways to reconnect with who you truly are. And until next time, continue to discover, align, and grow. And thanks for being here.